Dublin was a place on Sunset, basically where Dane really.
I got a great story about Dublin.
Dude, and by the way,
hear it.
Dublin
That's where
was.
Dane got his start when he came out to LA?
It was Dane's night.
I thought it was the factory.
It was Dane's night though. Like when you
Tuesdays. It was when Fat Tuesdays kind of went away, Dublin's took over.
And that was Dane's spot?
Oh my God! But it was
He was a monster.
also that place. If you did not get that crowd in the first minute, it was gonna be a rough set for you.
Really?
Oh my fucking God! Because they were young, chatty white people.
Yeah.
And so they were, and there was a lot of attitude. And if you didn't get them up front, they were just turning to each other and fucking talking.
What do you got about Dublin?
So I heard about it, so I went up there, and so I went up. The first week I did it, I went up right before Dane. And I think somebody made a phone call. I don't know if it was Bobby Lee or something, and they was like, get Gary on. He vouched for me. So I went right before Dane, and I did good. And then Dane went up, and that's when it hit me. I go, oh, this is the guy they're here to see, because this is before Dane really popped.
Yeah.
Right. Then I came. They said, hey, come. You want to come back next week? I go, yeah. So I come back next week, and literally I'm supposed to go up right before Dane again. And at the last second, Dane's got a ghost where he's gonna go up. You're gonna go up after him. So I don't know this is Dane's room. So in my mind, I'm like, great. When that motherfucker said goodnight, it was like, it was starting to leave. And I went, I still got to. And here's what's funny. So when I say they're paying no attention to me, it was like Dane said goodnight. And I think the bartender rang the bell like, it's time to party. Right? So I'm up there. Nobody's paying attention to me. And I'm going, but I had like this one table. It was like 4 dudes. They're dying. They're like still at the comedy club. And I'm like, and I go, well, I would say thank you, but I don't think anybody heard me tonight. And the one guy goes, literally, this guy goes, he goes, don't give up, dude. You're fucking funny. Don't give up. I was like, what? Like, I'm already a headliner stuff, but his shit was, don't give up, bro. You're good. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
All my jokes was at these 4 dudes. Like, I didn't give a fuck about the bar.
What the fuck?
Nobody heard me.
No, that place, they were there to see him, and like they were almost aggressively anti whoever else was. If you got him, you got him, but they were not gonna give you anything.
I know a lot of people have their issues with Dane because there's so much history there. I don't know where you guys sit with Dane, but he's always, for whatever reason, he's always been great to me. Mm-hmm. I've had to follow him. He's always been phenomenal to me. And then, I know him because he was so big when I was like in college and high school. He was like the Kevin Hart of now, right? Mm-hmm. He was so fucking big. But what people don't like, there's all this hate on Dane. But when you see Dane, Dane has some skills, man. And I've seen Dane fucking destroy rooms at the Comedy Store. Hecklers, and do 30 minutes on just the crowd and wreck the room, dude. But you forget how long he's been doing it.
Another funny story about Dane. Not to cut you off, but I just did.
Yeah, go.
Sorry. He was getting ready to host SNL.
Jesus.
So I was at Caroline's that weekend. Now, my audience is black. Yeah. I don't think his manager knew coming in. So they literally called me. They go, hey, you mind if Dane goes up for 5? He's working on his monologue for SNL Thursday and Friday. And I go, yeah, I don't care. So he came Thursday, and it was all black. So his monologue for SNL, it wasn't his act. He's working on his monologue. It just wasn't going over. He didn't come back Friday.
You know what?
I don't blame him.
I don't either.
Oh, let's go to the cellar. Let's try another room.
Let's try another room. Yeah. Let's go to Gotham.
They was looking at him like this. And all of a sudden, they announced me like this. I looked at Dan, was looking at Dan like, Dublin's.
Yeah,
Dublin's, dude.
It's just Denarius. It's DeMarcus.
When I got off stage at the Laugh Factory, right away you go, bro, I figured out what you look like. I'm like, what? This is in front of a bunch of other comics. I'm like, what? You're like, you look like a Rottweiler who got his shit together.
Oh, you do, bro. Yeah.
Come on, man.
I'm just saying, dude.
Grab that mic, son.
You do. Look, bro, look.